Ladies and gentlemen, the Italian Consacrazione. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the microphone, if you will, the State Member for Drummoyne, the Honourable Mr. John Sidotti, with a special message for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Roberto. Roberto ha detto che è di Roma. Roberto, sogno calabrese. Almeno mezzo calabrese. Almeno quando vai a Calabria sei tranquillo. Quando passai in Roma, mio cugino disse cammina dritto. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I should have told the Premier what was on the menu tonight because I'm sure he would have been here. But he did have a prior commitment, so I bring a message on his behalf. And it says, I'm delighted to send my greetings to the good fishermen and the Bagnara Calabria Association on this significant occasion. I am sure the consecration of the patron saint of fishermen in Bagnara Calabria, Santa Maria di Potosalvo, will be a moving ceremony. It is very satisfying to see such important cultural traditions from Europe being maintained and faithfully observed in New South Wales for the enjoyment of all. I wish you well with your fundraising dinner surrounded by the fishing community from the Sydney fish markets and beyond, and I know the monies you raise for charity will be very much appreciated by people in need in New South Wales. Best wishes for a wonderful celebration, the Honourable Barry O'Farrell, Premier of New South Wales. That's the Sam. That's the Sam. Sam, forse è meglio se andavano cieco, no? I said that in Italian, so only some of us could understand that. No cieco, cieco. I ciechi ci stanno abbastanza in giro. Oh, what a day it's been. Let me tell you, every day is interesting in politics, and for me, the most fulfilling, obviously, is when you're with the community. And you know, I love the stuff you do in the parliament, but no one ever sees that, except your opponents. But I thoroughly enjoyed today. You would have seen his story, and he got a bit emotional himself. And how can I say no to come to a function like this? And we go back a long way, Sam. I think when you started first having the festi, you started over with our family, so that was fantastic. And Ada, thank you very much. You always warmly welcome Sandra and I, and that's very much appreciated. Father Chris, what a great ceremony today, and we had His Eminence there as well. So you know, back to the days of Holy Innocents. So it's great that you found a great spot in the church there, and I know Father Chris will do a great job over at St Martha's there. So Sam, can I say thank you again for the invite. We're there, Sam, if there's anything we can do, you know, I'm on the phone call away, and thank you once again for a great night, and I look forward to having many, many more with you all. So, buon appetito a tutti, grazie per l'invito e buon divertimento. Grazie.
The Federal Member for Reed, the Honourable John Murphy. Thank you, John.
The Consul General of Italy, Your Excellency, my State Parliamentary colleagues, John Sidotti and Charles Cosicelli, Reverend Father Chris Slattery, President Salvatore, Vice President Domenica, Secretary Gino, our very hard-working Treasurer Ada, who needs no introduction, and of course her offside of the Vice Treasurer Nina, all the members of the Association of Bagnara Calabria, Mr. Graham Turk from Sydney Fish Markets, and of course Tony Fasanella, who's representing the Mayor of the City of Canada Bay, Angelo Torrekis. On behalf of my wife Adriana, can I say firstly, through you Salvatore, what a wonderful feast here tonight. I mean truly, it's an exceptional extravaganza to have such magnificent seafood, and I think we're all very, very grateful in Australia for the enormous contribution that the fishermen have made to Australia, and particularly the Italian fishermen in such great numbers. And I want to thank Fausto Viviano and all the Viviano family and all the staff of the Mediterranean for the great hospitality and presentation here this evening of the wonderful seafood. You do an excellent job, and every time we come here we very, very much appreciate it. Now, with fishermen and seafarers at the forefront of my mind, I'm sorry that you all weren't there today for the consecration of the Madonna of Potosalvo at Strathfield, in that beautiful home, the church of Father Chris Slattery, where the Madonna is now housed. We all remember that the first apostles and disciples were fishermen. Christ chose fishermen. So what does that tell you about the status of fishermen? And here we are, more than 2,000 years later, here in Five Dock, where the heart of Italy beats, ever so constantly enjoying wonderful seafood tonight. It's a journey that millions have made to Australia since the post-war migration program began 65 years ago, changing the face of our nation forever. At the heart of that change were the Italians, who came here in such great numbers and who brought traditions and cultures that meshed so well with Australia's ethos and climate and helped create the modern cosmopolitan country we enjoy today. Along the way, our migrants and those who welcomed them developed the idea of multiculturalism before the word even existed, and they did that by sharing, understanding and respecting each other. Central to multiculturalism is the idea that we never forget our past, we never have to turn our backs on where we came from. Instead, we treasure the old with the new, looking back with nostalgia and gratitude, as well as looking forward with confidence and hope. So to all members of the Bagnara Calabria Association gathered here tonight, be always proud of your heritage, which is something to treasure and pass on to your children and grandchildren. And they're here tonight. As Australians, we are strengthened by our diversity, and all our different journeys from every corner of the world converge here in the land we love, and in the future we share and build together. That future is stronger because of the contribution Australians of Calabrian background have made. So this is not just a night for friendship and festivity, it's a night for pride and celebration as well. Julia Gillard, Prime Minister of Australia.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Associazione Bagnara Calabra, Mr. Sam Bagnato, is presenting a special remembrance for today, in thanking him, of course, for being the man today at the consecration of Our Lady, and for being with us and being our friend. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Associazione Bagnara Calabra, by the President, Mr. Sam Bagnato, to Father Chris Slattery. Thank you very much indeed. Lovely, lovely, lovely presentation. Paul. And you have a standing invitation to come and join us whenever the Bagnara Calabra folks do a gig on behalf of Bishop Brady, who unfortunately couldn't be with us tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure of calling upon Paul Bagnato to join us.
Good evening, distinguished guests. The reason why I call you distinguished, because for me, you're all very important people here tonight, especially for the occasion which you're all here for. First of all, on behalf of the Sydney, Wollongong, Hawkesbury and retired fishermen and other people that have proceeded towards this occasion, I'd like to thank the sponsors. First of all, I'd like to thank Sydney Fish Market, because they've been a great help. Thanks, Graham. Much appreciated. And also while I'm here, I'd like to say thank you to Marilyn. Thank you. Trans-Tasman, Claudio Seafood, Nicholas Seafood, Christie's, Doyle's, Harry Cafe, Sydney Fish Market, Musameshi Seafoods, and All Seas Poulos. They had contributed a substantial amount of money to make this, to support this occasion. Also, I'd like to thank the sponsors that actually sponsored the seafood, the lovely seafood we had here tonight, which comes from Better Choice Fisheries. I thank you. Calamari and the nice danada that we ate. Trans-Tasman, the prawns and the crab meat, the nice big crab meat salad, it was beautiful. Claudio's, the salmon. Christie's, the oysters. And Nicholas Seafood, smoked salmon. It was very nice of them to support us on this. On a more personal note, I know that a lot of you, I do know all the fishermen. It's been my life, and I would like to express this expression with you people here with you tonight. Sorry if my tongue gets a bit caught. I would like to be here recognised tonight that we have the most professional fishermen in the whole world.
Oh, yeah!
And I don't say that because being modest. I'm only saying it because I want to say the truth, which God help me up to this moment. I hope that that's how my life holds. I would first like to be recognised that these people, you may not know them, but I do. For me, they are the best fishermen in the world. And first of all, I'd like to start with my Uncle Dick Bagnato. I hope, Uncle, you are a true icon to the fishery. Then I'd like to thank my father, Vince Bagnato. I also would like to thank Tatum Semeji from Wollongong, which is inspiration. I also would like to thank Rocky Iani from Wollongong. I also would like to thank Giuseppe Bagnato, my Uncle Joe Bagnato. Then also I'd like to thank my Uncle Sam Bagnato. These people have been a real icon to the industry, and you don't know it. I do, because I've grown up with them. They need to be recognised because they have brought so much food on so many people's table, and they should be recognised because the contributions they have made to this country. Also, Tony Iani, which has held a lot of contributions to this country. And I want you all to appreciate, and I do appreciate, we still, from father to son, we have now, I still have my brothers, and I have my cousins that are still in the fishing industry, and I hope that, that they will continue as long as they like. Well, it's only until they can most probably survive all the government commitments, but we hope that the government can turn eye and see what we actually do. It's hard work, and we need all the support we can get at this time and moment. Also, while I'm saying that, I'd like to thank my brother Joe, because he also has contributed, even though he's been in the industry, but even though he's got a fish shop, but he's still always there too also. I just want to throw one into the works. He said, Sam Bagnato said to me, oh, listen, just make it brief. I said, Sam, I will.
Oh, yeah.
I will. I said, it goes like this. When we go for coffee in the morning, we don't go to work, it lasts for hours. But I said, you know what we'll have tonight is a cup of tea. Not everybody drinks tea. I just thought I might throw that one in. Listen, I hope I haven't forgotten anybody, but everybody that has supported, even non-fishermen that have supported this occasion, it's been an occasion that me personally, and I know that a lot of you will share, it's a dream that's come true. You know, out at sea, not all of you know, there is times when things get tough and they get dangerous, and yes, and you know, we need a bit of faith, and that faith is, you know, like sort of something we can look up to, which is now madonna Potosalvo, which, you know, maybe, you know, it's just a little bit of confidence sometimes that just gets you over the line. And I think that's what we must appreciate, and especially for us fishermen. I know it's just a thing, but for us it's a big thing. And I just want you to recognise that, you know, we really appreciate what has happened here today. For me personally, it's, you know, when you have a dream and, you know, does it come reality? And today it did. So for me especially, and I know I speak on behalf of a lot of people today, it is a dream come true, and for that I thank you. Sorry, I'm going to be quick, and like I said, I really like to thank Sydney Fish Market, because they really support, and everybody, all the majority of fish shops here that have really supported us. I personally, and I know the followers, really thank you for that, because without you guys this thing wouldn't happen. And anyway, I've saved a little bit of the best for last. A little bit, it's all been good. I just want to thank Sam Magnato. Where is he? Sam? Like, you know, nobody knows. I do. I do. What you've put into this, mate, it only takes a strong man. And I'd like to thank Ada, and mate, you've made my dream come true. And for that, I thank you, and the majority of fishermen. Thank you very much.